Hello. Hello. Welcome to Mouse Cheers.
Cheers. John, how you doing today?
I'm good, Andrew.
John, listen to you go. Listen to you go.
This is the singing podcast.
The singing podcast. Oh,
Singing podcast.
we must be talking about music today.
We're talking about music today.
Oh, you can't go wrong with a little music, but then again,
You can go so wrong.
you can
with
go
a little
so wrong. So we're going to talk about our top 5 favorite. We're going to talk about our least
favorite and honorable mentions. Count this as an honorary.
Count it.
An honorary unpopular opinions episode. All right.
Booyah. So here's the thing. Just really quick.
Just really quick. Been a little juiced.
I understand I have some questionable things in both categories.
Sure. We
I
haven't seen each other's list.
Have not seen each other's list. I understand I have some questionable things.
Mm-hmm.
I understand I'm going to have some explaining to do. I'm ready to do that explaining. Do you feel the same way?
No. I think I'm legit.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
where my head was at while I was making my list.
Okay.
It's easy to pick this for like the least favorite, for example. It's easier to pick the smaller songs like the Siamese Cat song and Lady and the Tramp or whatnot. I didn't do that.
Oh, you went mainstream.
No. I went mainstream.
Okay.
I went mainstream.
I think I have a couple of smaller songs.
I know you do, John.
But
I went mainstream because I thrive off the hatred. I thrive off of it.
True.
All right. So then the question, honestly, of the decade.
Question the decade.
Which list do we start with?
I think best, because worst is funnier.
Worst is funnier.
You want to end on a good note. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No. Yeah.
So
You're
we'll
right.
see if we're unpopular. What do we got? We'll do the 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll do the honorables, and then we'll do the 1, and you know these lists, these opinions might change. So it's open for future.
This
things.
is my opinion.
I'm looking at the list right now. I'm like,
This is my opinion right now in this moment, and there's even possibility I forgot something.
All right. Maybe I'll say something. You'll be like, oh yeah,
Exactly. You got it.
All right. Without
further ado,
let's begin.
Okay. Who's gonna go first? Are we flipping a coin? You got a
Oh.
coin?
Okay. What was the person with the feet?
Well, yeah.
First it was
you.
the person with the hat, then it was the person with the feet.
Now it's the person with the Fitbit.
Fitbit goes.
Fitbit goes.
Fitbit goes first.
So here's the thing. My
Yep.
number 5. Tell me if you know where I'm coming from with this.
Number 5 favorite.
Number 5 favorite.
No, okay. Oh, hold on. This is songs. Right? Like, did we say what it was actually?
We're doing songs.
We're doing our top. Oh, so this is
and
strictly.
so, okay.
We were about to go.
Oh boy, I'm ready. I'm fueling.
Yeah. This is top.
Tops.
Do you want this?
No, please.
This is top 5, bottom 5 favorite Disney songs. We are sticking to the classics. We're sticking to Disney Pixar animated movies. We will do another song list.
There will be a part 2.
There will be a part
not
2.
Disney classic, not Disney Pixar,
But like live action,
Disney
or
adjacent.
or Disney, like Disney, but
Adjacent.
not the animation studios or Pixar.
Yeah.
So this encompasses both of those.
Yes, we encompass.
So without further ado, this time we begin.
Let me know if you tell me if you can tell me where I'm coming from.
Okay. This is your top 5. This is number 5.
Number 5.
Yes.
Hi Ho.
Okay, so I know where you're coming from, and to be honest, it's not an honorable mention either, so I'll talk about it. I was gonna put "Someday My Prince Will Come" on there. I'm just surprised that of all the good songs in Snow White, that you went "Hi Ho."
Well, let's talk about this for a moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Someday my prince will come. There's the door.
Dude,
There's the door.
you've been in Disney World here, and "Someday My Prince Will Come." You feel the magic.
there's the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you straight don't like Someday My Prince.
There is the door.
Okay, got it.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right away, I go to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I'm in the mine. I'm with the dwarves. We're both. I'm
We're working.
We're working. I'm working up a sweat because they're chipping away to get these diamonds, rubies, or what you will.
And it's so darn hot in Florida.
It's so darn hot in Florida. But then I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the good work too.
No doubt.
Swinging that cart.
No shit.
Yeah. So I'm doing the good work too.
Okay.
It starts off on a high note. You dig.
It actually does start off on a high note. Hi ho.
Starts off on a high note, and then you dig.
Yeah.
Ain't no trick to get rich quick if you dig with a shovel or pick. Ain't no truer word.
True.
Ain't no truer
Honest
word.
day's work.
That's an
honest day's work.
Pay. And then the classic, the ever classic, hi ho. We go. Dude, when I leave work, I'm almost like hi ho. Going home.
Do you listen to it on the way home?
Sure, it's on my Disney playlist.
Do you? Yeah, it could accidentally come on. Do you put it on ever?
Well, I go through phases, and I'm not in that phase currently. But here's the thing:
it's number 5. It's not number 3.
It brings me right to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It does, and call it a guilty pleasure, if you will.
All right.
It makes the top 5.
Wow, from the first animated film to the most recent.
Oh.
Not from Strange World. Sorry, the second most recent. Forgot about Strange World. From Encanto. Surface Pressure from Encanto. Not We Don't Talk About Bruno. Surface Pressure. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
I think so. The one where
the one that Luisa sings, the strong girl. I think that is classic Lin-Manuel Miranda writing. I think that it's a nuanced song with phenomenal lyrics. So quite the opposite reasoning of like, yeah, hi ho. It's like I'm going home. Hi. But I think that it also speaks to a younger generation. A lot of little girls can relate to this song, including this little girl.
Let me just tell you something really quick.
Yeah.
I don't know why, and I've said this before. I don't know why We Don't Talk About Bruno became like the song. It's not my favorite song in Encanto, but I will agree that this song is up there as far as songs in said movie goes.
We Don't Talk About Bruno is an honorable mention, to be honest, and I think that it's a chorus number, so people, it's catchy, and then it's got a lot of different, like all the verses that happen all come together at the end, and I think that's a very unique thing for a Disney song, for like such a culmination of like singing parts going at the same time. So I think that's unique to Disney. So I think that's why it kind of picked up, and plus it's catchy. But I do think What Else Can I Do? The one sung by the Isabella, the flower girl, and then Surface Pressure. I think those are superior songs to We Don't Talk About Bruno. Even the final song, All of You.
No.
No, you don't like that one?
Nah.
But Bruno is my only honorable mention, but from Encanto. But Surface Pressure takes it for me. I think that it's a nuanced song with like kind of different styles going through it, and then it's got great lyrics as well.
Yeah, well, there we go. A very astute way of putting that.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hey, is that your number 4?
It's my number 4.
Is it really?
It is.
You're welcome. From Moana.
Let's transition from Lin-Manuel to Lin-Manuel.
Hell yeah, true. You'll see Lin-Manuel a couple times on this list, as you'll see maybe another artist multiple times on the worst list, Randy Newman. So continue.
I think You're Welcome is one of those songs that Just before I go on, do you have? I don't know if this is. Stop me if you don't want to answer. Do you have any Moana in your top 5?
I don't want to answer.
We don't answer then. So here's the thing.
I don't have any Moana in my top 5.
Okay, then I'm going to continue with what I was saying.
Okay.
I don't think You're Welcome is necessarily the best song in Moana. I think, and I have this in my honorable mention, and since we're here.
He's like, I don't think it's the best song in Moana. I think it's the best song in the world. No, go ahead.
No. But I do believe, and this is in my honorable mention, We Know the Way.
Yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
The reason why, though, it got completely snubbed at the Oscars, really, and it
Was
lost.
that one nominated? It was like How Far I'll Go was nominated, no?
Yeah, it was How Far I'll Go, but it should have been We Know the Way.
Oh, you
is
think
what
it
I
got...
mean.
Oh, okay.
Is what I mean, because it's the superior song, and yet How Far I'll Go got nominated.
Yeah, because that's like the pop one. That's
Yeah. I didn't really care for that.
That was
so
the Let It Go of...
that's why it made it to the honorable mention. However, personal preference, You're Welcome, very catchy. You know, it hits all the highs and lows. You got the rap break in the middle. It has a little bit of everything for everyone.
Some classic Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel. We got The Rock.
Yeah.
Who knew he could sing?
I was. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool to hear that.
Yeah,
and it made me a fan of The Rock, to be honest with you, or Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, it was a very pleasant surprise when I first saw it, because I did question Lin-Manuel Miranda's future with Disney
right.
when I first heard he was writing the music for Moana, and big fan of Lin-Manuel.
Yeah.
But I was like, to go from...
Does it fit? Is it going to mix?
Because love Hamilton, In the Heights and all that, but does it translate to Disney?
Yeah.
It does.
It does. And I almost feel like Moana was like his trial. It's like he's working with Disney and he's doing his thing, but then Encanto was like, he was just able to be himself. That's how I feel. But I do think You're Welcome is very classic Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I think that I love the opening song as well. There You Are is really good. And even like a lot of people don't like the Shiny song, but I like Shiny. You don't like it? Oh, is it in is it like coming up later?
I'm not saying it'll come up later.
Okay.
It might come up later.
Yeah. I do like Shiny. And I think Moana is the superior film to Frozen, because they kind of came out like, one is more like winter, one's kind of like summery. So like it's almost like I relate them a little bit, And I think Moana as a movie is superior to Frozen.
I think just in the sense that Frozen is maybe more played out.
I don't even think that way. I think that, because I do love Frozen, but at the 1 hour mark, I don't know if it's exactly 1 hour mark, they have that Fixer Upper song, and then it stops being a musical for like 40 minutes. So it's like a lot of songs, then it just like stops for the second half of the movie. Whereas Moana continues on being a musical. And Frozen 2 does a better job of being a musical the whole way through. So I feel Frozen 2's a superior movie to Frozen as well.
Oh, get out of here with that. No.
Yeah, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
Well, along with Someday My Prince Will Come, there's the door.
Yeah. Number 4, Show Yourself from Frozen 2.
Of course, that's your number 4.
That song is superior. You're kidding me. You don't like Show Yourself?
It's a fine song. Love the Lopez's, but John, I can name you 10 songs right off the top of my head that are better than it.
Dude, I could name you 30 songs that are better than Hi Ho.
Dude, when you're leaving work, you're not going hi ho, hi ho?
Yeah, okay. When I'm on the beach, I'm singing Roller Coaster Ride from Lilo and Stitch. I'm not playing that in the car. There are songs from times, I'm sure, but I'm not, the song is an epic song. It's way better than Let It Go, and it's better than Into the Unknown, which they had to I like Into the Unknown, but they had to advertise Into the Unknown because Show Yourself was too spoiler heavy for the plot. But Show Yourself is the best song in Frozen 2. Hands down, in my opinion. I think that Some Things Never Change kind of felt like the Frozen shorts quality of song.
I completely agree.
Yeah, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I think that Olaf's song is kind of take it or leave it. It's fine,
I hated it.
but I think In Summer is better.
Agreed.
Into the Unknown I like. We got oh, you know what? Anna's song The Next Right Thing is a excellent song also, I think. When she's in the cave and Elsa was frozen and Olaf went away because Elsa was effectively dead, and then Anna sings. How many times have you seen the movie?
Once. Didn't care for it.
Wow.
Didn't care for it.
There's some amazing stuff, and there's moments in that movie that I feel would make great artwork.
I probably wouldn't buy that artwork.
I would. That's fine. We'll have to watch it together. I feel we got to watch it together.
Yeah.
Show Yourself. I think that it's a great song. I think that it's again, like we were talking about in the last podcast, the Lopez's were trying to help with the story, taking a lot of feedback, trying to figure out the direction of Show Yourself because it's such an important song in the story, and I think they capped it off beautifully with when they closed it out, and it's just an epic song. I don't know what else to do. And it tells the story. It's emotional, and then you got the whole the ending piece where it brings back that first song, the lullaby the mother used to sing, and then she's there, and it kind of has this big epic ending. Really great song. And great scene.
Yeah. Yeah, it was okay. As far as the newer Disney goes, it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
But still, I think it should have been another thing where, like, how Incredibles 2 was like 10 years after The Incredibles or something like that. It should have been. It's the same thing with Frozen.
Well, I don't want to. Hold on, let's see how long after Frozen it was.
It wasn't more than 5 years, guaranteed. It was probably 3 at the most. Get out of here with your stats. He thinks I don't know time. I know time. Tell him.
It was 6 years.
Damn it.
Yeah. 6 year gap. I feel that's appropriate. Number 3.
Number 3. Where do you think my head's at right now? Where do you think my head's at?
I don't even know.
Right
So
now?
if you had hi ho and you're welcome, I think that your number 3 is like your number 3 is like the friggin' stork singing Happy Birthday in Dumbo. I don't know, because there's no better song on your birthday than
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. 0 to Hero.
Okay,
Hercules.
That's more your speed where I thought you'd be. So 0 to Hero, is that your only Hercules song in your top?
Mm-hmm.
So 0 to Hero is the song you've chosen. That's your favorite song in Hercules.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
Yep.
What a song to ramp you up after the big fight. This is a gospel number. This is the women. This is, you know how in gospel you're not just singing, you're testifying?
Yeah.
This is women testifying right now. They're singing his praises.
Yeah.
He just won the big fight. Look at him go from 0 to hero. Nothing makes me stand up more and go, yeah, than those ladies singing, John.
Makes Andrew want to stand up and go, testify.
Testify. Let me tell you something. Every time it gets me. And who'da thunk?
Yeah, no, it's a great song.
Alan Menken.
Yeah, Alan Menken's awesome. He was the guy during the Renaissance. Crazy stuff.
What do you think of my trumpet?
It was
It's pretty good, right?
Give it a B-. It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Your 3. So that I think that's the first Renaissance movie in this list. Am I wrong?
Nope, you are not wrong.
I think that you're very emotion based. So it's like, hi ho, yes, I'm out of work. You're welcome. You know?
And I love my job too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But like, you're welcome. Very. I don't even know. And then this is like, testify. So I feel you're very emotion based. Well, my number 3 is very emotion based as well. It's When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio.
I have to say, I thought it'd be higher.
Really?
I thought it'd be higher. I thought it was going to be your number 1, actually.
Really?
I did.
So Wish Upon a Star is not my number 1. It's my number 3. My number 1 might surprise you. But it is. It's really Disney personified, and it became the song ended up transcending itself because it turned into the opening, the logo for the Disney company, the Disney Animation Company, at the beginning of the movies. It was, one of my favorite nighttime spectaculars, Wishes. It was basically Wish Upon a Star was like the theme to that.
R.I.P. Wishes.
R.I.P. Wishes.
Miss you every day.
We'll talk about nighttime spectaculars soon.
Bookmark it.
Yeah, bookmark it. Yeah, because there's some changes going on to that. Maybe next time we'll do. Maybe next time we should talk about those because this is current events.
This is ridiculous. Is what it is.
Yeah. There's some good stuff to talk about. The barges.
Oh, the barges.
So anyway, When You Wish Upon a Star, I don't know that there's much more to say, but I love Jiminy Cricket's voice too. I think it's just a perfect song. Maybe it should have been my number 1, but it's my number 3 right now.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make my list. I'm gonna go to number 2 with another Renaissance.
Oh! I'm like, why aren't you going number 3? But you already did.
I already did.
Well, another Renaissance.
I'm gonna go number 2 with another Renaissance. Be Our Guest.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
John.
What?
When you're making dinner.
Oh God.
4 guests.
Come on. Yeah.
No,
dude,
no.
wouldn't the best dinner song be like Les Poissons?
No.
Which is Be Our Guest?
No.
Les Poissons, Les Poissons.
I'm familiar.
No,
I'm familiar.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
Okay.
Believe me, I'm all Little Mermaided out.
Got you.
Here's the thing. It brings me back to Disney World. It brings me back to the Be Our Guest restaurant. Beauty and the Beast is in my top 5 favorite Disney movies.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of those songs that has layers.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it starts you off, upbeat, then it slows down again, and then it does the big, like if it was a stage show, it'd be a chorus line, you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Has good layers, great lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
big time Alan Menken. It's really the showstopper number of the movie, and I think it deserves a place as high as number 2.
Okay.
Very worthy.
Fair enough. And it is an absolute classic, for sure. Mine again is going more like internally, like it's a Renaissance movie, from Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it's kind of 2 songs, Heaven's Light into Hellfire.
So,
yeah,
I have that in my honorable mentions.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let you take the reins, say your bit, and if you miss anything, I'll chime in.
Okay. I just think so. Tom Hulse voices Quasimodo, and I think he does a great job. He's a little vibrato heavy, but that's kind of works for the character in my opinion. But he sings it with a sincerity that really hits home, and at the point in the movie it's at, it really works. But then the contrast from when it goes to there to Frollo, who thinks he's such a righteous man and who's ultimately praying to Mary about having somebody choose him or else they were going to die in the fire. So it's almost like this pure evil man thinks that he's holy, and he's like praying for what he thinks is good, but it's actually objectively very wrong.
Right.
And it's as dark as Disney's ever gotten, I feel.
Right.
For sure. And I just I love the character of Frollo. I think the Tony J does an amazing voice work for that. And I don't know. It's kind of all I got to say about it. It's just a great number. Great moment in the movie.
I couldn't agree with you more. I'm such a sucker for creative choices like that.
Yeah.
Going from such purity to such evil.
Yeah, like the contrast. Yeah.
The contrast is incredible there. Quasimodo as a character, I agree with you. I think it fits his voice rather well. But it is, I'll even say Heaven's Light, and stop me if you think I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's possible because Hellfire is such a number that Heaven's Light, it might overshadow Heaven's Light.
Oh, I just don't agree, and I think it's because Quasimodo's like a part that I love, and I love to sing that part. So I almost like Heaven's Light a little better than Hellfire.
Well, that's where I'm coming from, too.
Okay.
However, I will say this also. There's a difference between the movie version and the stage show version.
True. But
I prefer the movie version every time.
So do I.
It's more pure.
Yes, it's more. Yes, there's a sincerity. There's no belting, and I think that song needs that quietness.
Yeah. Same thing with God Help the Outcast, actually.
Yeah.
It's more quiet, not as belty.
Yeah.
And that's what it needs. She's singing in a church, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
And here's the no two ways around it. It's a quality number 2. And that's all I have to say about that.
Quality deuce. All right.
It's a QD. And here we are.
Honorable mentions, yes? You were about to say your number 1, weren't you?
No, I was going to say here we are, honorable mentions.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about Heaven's Light. Hellfire is on your honorable. Well, is it both on your honorable or just Heaven's Light?
No, they're both.
Okay.
They're one song.
All right. Well, let's rattle these things off.
I don't have much more.
Is that one?
No, I have one more, but I was kind of saying them as I was going.
Oh, okay. We don't talk about Bruno. I said was an honorable mention of mine. Go the Distance is an honorable mention of mine. That's a phenomenal song, and probably my favorite in Hercules. Remember Me from Coco. That's the Lopez's again,
and that's the one I got too. That's a song, no easy task.
Yeah.
To make one song both an upbeat song and a slow emotional song.
And the journey the song takes through the movie and how powerful that becomes, that needs to be a special song, and it was. And I really think that probably deserves to be on this list, but it's honorable mention. But, phenomenal job by the Lopez's on that song. Kill the Beast from Beauty and the Beast is probably my favorite Beauty and the Beast song. I love that. I love the melody on that. That's about it. And the crowd song, it's really good.
Okay.
Kiss the Girl from Little Mermaid.
I'm all Little Mermaided out.
Yeah, but Kiss the Girl's a great song. That's it. That's my honorable.
Well, there we go. Quality.
Oh, I wanna. No, I'm sorry. I wanna. It was one that I was thinking about when we. Once Upon a Dream from Sleeping Beauty is a phenomenal song. It belongs on my it's in my top 10 for sure. So honorable mention there.
There we go.
Yep.
So any last words to add before I say my number 1?
No.
My number 1, the Big Kahuna.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I didn't even have to think about, I put some thought into this list. What I didn't think about was number 1. I knew it.
Okay.
And I think I've told you this before. This isn't new.
Okay.
My number 1, Once Upon a Dream.
No, is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
This is the definition.
Yeah.
This is the definition of a fairy tale song here.
Dude, isn't it funny that I thought of it? It wasn't written, but then I'm like, geez, this song.
No, yeah.
I kind of agree with you, man.
It's the definition of the perfect fairy tale song.
Yeah.
The woman who sings Aurora.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh my God, she reels you in with that voice.
Yeah.
And I'm a sucker for singers like that, almost operatic.
Yeah.
Really. And then it's very much in the movie. You know, she's in the woods with all the woodland creatures dancing around, just making pretend that her special someone is there. I know you. I've met you before and all this, and it's such a nice scene where she's just, I don't know, you're by yourself, you're vulnerable, you think nobody's watching.
Right.
You know, you're speaking your truth, you're singing out for all to hear, and then the prince comes in, and he joins in the song, and it still works though, because now her insecurity is showing a little bit now. She's maybe even a little frightened or whatever.
Yeah.
But and the prince's voice in the song is just as great. And then when they come, when we come and meet at the end of the soundtrack now, it's finished off by a choir, let's say.
Yeah.
And that's great contrast right there also. Big time fan, didn't even have to think about it. It's been my number 1, and I challenge someone to change it, honestly. I challenge someone to change it.
Good stuff. And by the way, there's so many good Disney songs that we could literally, we could talk about just so many of them.
So ultimately, this was very difficult.
Yeah.
Because there are so many good Disney songs. What I went with, you kind of hit the nail right on the head. What I went with was the feel the song gives me.
Yeah.
As opposed to what I actually think is considered the best
for sure
Disney song.
Sure.
So this is all very subjective. This is all very set to my personal opinions and taste and feelings and whatnot. But it is very hard nonetheless to have to say such harsh words like favorite.
Oh yeah, no, it's really hard stuff. That's why we're here.
You know what? We don't shy away from the difficult conversations here on Mouse Cheers. I'm working on Team Andrew from Mouse Cheer shirts, by the way.
Yeah. You almost got me. I'm a Broadway guy, so I love Broadway. I love performance art, and I love when a song exudes that. So I don't know if you know where I'm going with this.
Hold on. Nope.
I know you're Little Mermaided out. Poor Unfortunate Souls takes the cake. I think you knew that. Yes, because it's the one when I came back to Little Mermaid years after I'd first seen it. I didn't realize how special that scene was and how impressively written that song is. It is a brilliant, hands down the best villain song in my opinion. A brilliantly written song. And then you have the chant at the end when she's doing saying the words to get her voice. It's the perfect mood, and it's very Broadway style. Not to mention the darn singer, Pat Carroll. Nobody can do that. Nobody has done that.
No,
she goes deeper than I can. She's like, pathetic. I can't even go that deep.
Yeah.
She does.
Oh, yeah.
And then she goes really high, too.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Amazing singer. amazing writers. That's when Howard Ashman and Alan Menken wrote that together. 1,000,000,000 times better than Silence is Golden, the original song they wrote for it, which probably would have been in my number 1 least favorite,
Right?
if that
Right.
existed.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
A good list. A good
You
list.
as well. Nice. See, this is
This
nothing
is going.
crazy.
This is going well. This is going well so far.
But
This is about to hit the fan. let me tell you.
maybe gonna hit the fan. Okay. Why don't you gonna start? Or do you want me to? You
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
Right?
We'll just keep going the way.
We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
All right. So we all know I'm all Little Mermaided out.
There's a Little Mermaid song on his bottom 5.
Fathoms Below.
What?
Oh yeah.
I like Fathoms Below.
I'm glad you do.
What's wrong with Fathoms Below?
I don't fathoms below.
Okay.
Where Triton is king. Get
Yeah.
out of here. Get out of here. This sing-songy BS.
Come on.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No. Oh, I know the song. Believe me, I know the song. A bunch of guys on a boat. It's one of the songs you do this to. I don't know.
You're talking about the Broadway version.
Nah, dude. I'm talking about the song in general.
Okay.
Nah, dude.
That's too bad that your Little Mermaided out. But again, that's how you feel, and I can't fault you for how you feel. Maybe one day you'll come back to it. But
it's possible.
it's been a hot minute since you've been in that show. How are you still Little Mermaided out? Like, there are shows that I've been in that I still listen to. How are you Little Mermaided out?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay.
But I'll tell you when I'm no longer outed. Mermaided outed?
Mermaided out?
Okay.
All right. I suppose, respect.
Respect where respect is due.
Yeah.
Respect.
Okay. All right. We're going to number 5. I'm going to take you there.
Oh, come on. No. Now, don't be hating on Princess and the Frog, first of all.
Listen.
Second of all, Randy Newman's best work, probably.
You know what? Best. Yeah, sure. But Princess and the Frog wasn't even in your top 5 for your top 5 favorite movies. You can't argue that. And Gonna Take You There, I'm sorry. That's maybe Take a Little Deeper kind of sucks, but like Take You There is kind of.
I'm gonna take you down, John. Get the name right.
All right, I'm gonna take you down. That's done.
It's like a 40-second little thing.
So is Fathoms Below.
Fathoms Below sucks though.
So, but listen, how apropos that we both happened to choose songs that were very like short songs.
It's apropos.
Indeed.
So you know what?
You got anything to say?
I'm going to give you a pass for this one, but if you were on a lake and it was cold out, but a little cold, not terribly cold, and it was icing a little bit, watch out because that ice is thin.
Okay.
That's you.
Feel like tap dancing on that ice.
You're going to tap dance on that ice. You know what?
We'll see.
I'll bring a little fire to that ice.
I don't think any of my other ones are going to bother you.
Well, then I'll bring a little fire to the ice man show.
Okay, what do you got?
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
Oh, you know what? That doesn't bother me.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how you were going to react to that.
That doesn't bother me.
You know what? First of all, it's not as good as everyone. Everyone's like, "Oh, Hakuna Matata, they get it."
It's the worst song in the movie.
Means no worries. Yeah. I get it. Relax.
Hakuna Matata is like the Be Our Guest of Lion King, but it's not as good of a song as Be Our Guest. Has some great music in it, like when they're walking the log and he's growing up.
Right.
Like, that music is wonderful.
Right.
But the song, sorry.
The song one is overplayed. It's far more popular than it should be. 2, half of the song is basically a one big flatulent joke.
Yeah.
And I don't get into like toilet humor really.
Me either.
And so like I don't know. The lyrics are poor to me. I understand what they were going for. Oh, it means no worries. We just, this is our word we made up. Hakuna Matata. I get it. I get it. It's a little wishy-washy for me. A little wishy-washy. And it's one I could do without. It's one I could do without.
I mean,
and if you're listening to it in the car, it's not a pleasant listen.
Yeah.
Because it starts Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, I know.
What a wonderful phrase. It's like you have to listen to talking before the.
Yeah, I you know what? The more you, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I love the music in The Lion King for the most part. Hakuna Matata is not one of them, though. Circle of Life, we talked about it in the animated sequences, one of the best. Song's amazing. But Hakuna Matata doesn't do it for me either.
Okay.
Not on my list,
go.
but there it is. Okay, I don't know if you know this one. You've never seen Oliver and Company.
I have not. Everybody likes to be a cat or something like that?
No, that's in Aristocats.
Oh. Screw that song.
Oliver and I have Once Upon a Time in New York City. It's how the movie opens. It's like, it's always once upon a time in New York City. Like, I'm just not in it.
Yeah.
Not in it. I'm like, this is not,
The
movie exudes the 80s, and I don't really like the 80s.
The 80s is my least favorite decade for music.
Me too.
Dude, I don't.
Dude,
80s. So
we don't, like, we're agreeing a lot. We don't talk about this before the podcast.
Yeah.
Just want you to know this is organic.
Yeah. So here's the thing, and people love the 80s. Couldn't tell you why,
dude.
And people love the 80s.
People love the 80s.
So here's the thing. I understand what kind of person I am. I'm a comfort listen. I like the oldies. But here's the thing. Nowadays, 80s is considered the oldies. My music is considered ancient now.
Right.
So it's hard to be in a world where the music you love is being forgotten, and it's actually very sad. But being replaced with music that you actively don't like.
Right.
And here's this also. People are making, like, you go to Six Flags or whatever. Mm-hmm. You go see one of their shows that they put on like 8-9 times a day.
Yeah.
One of them was a tribute to the 80s.
Oh.
Yeah, and let me just list off some of the songs that were in there. And this is going to be a hot topic. Yeah. Hot button. So it's Wake Me Up Before You Go. Yeah, okay. We got Wham, Billy Joel. Not a Billy Joel guy.
No, I don't mind him, but yeah.
I'll even say bottom 3 artists for me.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
I would. What the hell was the song called? Hold on.
Moving Out?
No. Hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, wait, no. That's Waking Up Before You Go. Okay, hold on. Tell her about it.
Oh, I don't like that song either.
Here's the thing about his music.
Yeah.
One, he's a bad writer. The songs are too wordy. They're all over the place.
It's all these words.
It's like he's writing a melody and writing lyrics separately, and then he has
to fit the lyrics.
He just has to fit them. So every once in a while, he'll just say a full sentence in like a short period of time, just to cram it in there.
Oh yeah.
That's very much how I feel like his music is. It's not my style. Not a fan. So
what's hilarious? I just want to look it up to be absolutely sure. But Billy Joel voices Dodger in Oliver and Company.
No.
Yep. And
no
continue
way.
talking.
So it's really that style of music I don't care for. I also really don't get into like Bruce Springsteen, Phil Collins, people like this. Phil Collins' best work was in Tarzan. So I guess if you wanted to put his work in the honorable mention for top 5 because he killed it in Tarzan. But honestly, that's it. Not a Phil Collins guy either. And let me just say this. So I talked about it a little bit on the previous podcast, but I DJ'd a wedding recently. And this woman kept on yelling out, play 80s music after every song. I was like, whoa, shut up. First of all, I'm going to start deleting 80s music every time you say that, because there was a handsome amount of 80s music sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Not a fan myself.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
told
know.
me that.
I know people do like it, so you sprinkle it in there. You make the audience happy and whatnot. But here's the thing. If you tell me to do it, I'm going to start deleting.
So, okay, the song Why Should I Worry from Oliver and Company. Why should I worry? Which I like that song. That's Billy Joel singing that.
I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't know that.
So, hold on one more second. I just want to...
Yep, absolutely. I also don't care for what is what's that artist? Something in the Sunshine Band? No. That's another 80s thing. But the reason why it's coming to my head is because that woman at the wedding, she came up to me and she was like, "You see when you play 80s music, how everyone gets up and dances? Yeah, everyone likes it, you know." I was like,
Oh, is that a fact?
"Oh, you don't say. Everyone's dancing for every song that comes up, except you sit down when it's not 80s music. Get out of here."
All right, number 3. After we just hated on the 80s.
Yeah. Okay.
See, so far we're on a similar page.
Well, this one, we don't talk about Bruno.
That's your third least favorite?
Hate it.
Really?
Hate it.
You actively dislike the song.
Yeah. I dislike the song to begin with.
Wow.
And for some strange reason, it's the most popular song in the world right now.
I think it was it became more popular than Let It Go was.
Yeah, which makes no sense to me. And so I didn't like it to begin with. And I don't like it even more now because it's so popular and I hear it all the time. I'm just so sick. And again, a big Lin-Manuel Miranda fan. I'm not hating on that. I'm not even hating on Encanto right now. Mm-hmm. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? And I know you're gonna say the same thing you always. It's a company song. It's a chorus song. Whatever the hell you say.
Well, that's why it's popular.
Well, that's why it's popular. Nobody cares, John.
Well, I'm not defending it right now.
I'm not defending it right now. There.
Shut up, dude.
And you go next. I got nothing left to say.
The Aristocats. At the beginning of the Aristocats.
Okay, yeah.
It's like the Aristocats. something like that. Real bad song. I hate it. It almost, when I put the movie on, it almost makes me want to shut the movie off.
If you can get past that song, the rest of the movie isn't bad. But
the rest of the movie is okay. It's only okay.
Speaking of which, just to veer for a moment,
yeah.
I recently saw Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, how'd you like it?
It was good.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And it ends on a nice note.
It does.
Yeah. So
At first, I thought that
it was going to be Chicken Little 2.
Chicken Little 2, and that the message keep moving forward. I was like, it's so simple. It's so basic.
But then
it's a Walt Disney quote, and I was like, oh, okay. I
you feel
like
that.
actually. Yeah.
It's a good movie. Yeah. I think it's a good movie and a good step in the right direction of where they ended up being.
Right.
So I did like nice. Now you got to watch. I would watch Oliver and Company. Like it's not the best, but it's a fun watch. So.
Mm-hmm.
And the villain death in that. Woo! All right. Okay. Number 2.
Dare I say another Lion King?
Really?
Can you feel the love tonight?
That what?
Couple things.
That's a great song.
Is it though?
It is though.
Is it though?
You don't like Elton John?
Don't like Elton John.
Oh, you don't?
Do not like Elton John. Also, I disagree with the voice actress of Nala. It doesn't fit. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like she doesn't sound like she's a African lion?
No, she sounds like an African lion, but like she doesn't sound like her speaking voice and her singing voice.
Oh, same with adult Simba.
No. Not
Yeah.
that Jurassic.
Yes.
Not that Jurassic.
Dude, Matthew Broderick sings in The Producers,
Oh, I know.
but he doesn't sing in The Lion King, and it's
Straight-
like some guy like, it means no worries. Dude, that is jarring. That made me go like this. I was like, ugh.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, it is jarring.
Yeah.
Then let me just say I don't care for that to begin with. However, in that moment, we've already heard. What are you looking at over there?
I saw a reflection in the window. Thought it was somebody looking in. We're good. We're safe.
Okay.
Continue.
Couldn't tell you what I was saying.
That sucks. That sucks for the
oh.
listeners. Okay. What?
So, we had already heard Simba sing in Hakuna Matata. This is the first time we're hearing Nala sing.
Oh, right.
So
right,
it's
right.
like we've become accustomed to Simba. Now we're hearing Nala. And you're like, whoa. Hold the lion phone.
I don't think I ever noticed the big difference between the voices, to be honest with you.
That's a big difference.
Okay.
Big difference. Don't care for it. Don't care for Elton John. And Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Nah, that's a great song. I can't agree with you on this one.
Well, then I guess we'll
Festival of Lion King, when they're doing like the swinging on the ropes and swinging, like, that is powerful stuff.
Sure.
That's some good Disney World music right there.
Sure. Yeah.
That was your number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2. You've seen Robin Hood? Oodalally from Robin Hood. It's like a rooster playing guitar. It's like oodalally, oh golly, what a... I have a lot of intro songs on my bottom 5. It's because they suck. Oodalally sucks. I'm not into it. I'm not into the whole like, oh hello folks,
Right.
Oodalally, not in it. Not in it. Doesn't hook me at all. Makes me want to press stop and put on, the Aristocats or something.
But let me say this also. I could have gone those more obscure intros or whatever.
Yeah.
I chose mainstream.
You did.
And I stand by it. Let me even hit you with an honorable mention.
Honorable.
And it's a more mainstream. And let me know if you get me.
Okay.
Silly song. Snow White.
Oh my God. Why?
Too silly.
Too silly.
It's so when I chose my list,
When you're
I'm
feeling
looking
silly.
when I'm looking at all aspects of the song. I'm looking at it, listening in the car, watching the movie, the lyrics. I'm looking at all aspects of the song. This is not a song that when it comes up in the car, I'm like, yeah, silly song.
I would be happy with it.
Then at one point it's like show.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Good scene.
Yeah,
Love it.
You must have rough car rides.
Yeah.
What do you listen to in the car?
Podcasts, YouTube videos, and I'll like do some Broadway songs when I'm like trying to learn a part in Disney, and sometimes like some 90s music, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, okay.
How about you?
I have certain playlists, and I go through phases where I listen to different playlists. I got a Beatles playlist, a Beach Boys playlist, an Elvis playlist, some of the older music, Buddy Holly. Then I have my Disney playlist. It's like 7 hours of Disney music.
Wow.
Great playlist. Then I have, Green Day, Blink-182, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
That's really it. Some select Broadway things. Because I am obviously a big Broadway person myself too.
Mhm.
But I go through phases. Yeah.
Okay.
But please, any honorable mentions?
Was that your only honorable mention?
Yes.
For the negative?
Yeah.
I'll just rattle off mine. Trashing the Camp. Tarzan.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
Yeah.
I
I'm
did.
like, screw that song. And NSYNC covered it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Any song from Home on the Range, and not because I dislike the songs. So, like, I listened to a few of them, like, while preparing for the list, and I'm like, this is not a bad song. Like, I don't want to put it on the list, but they're just so not memorable. So that's why I say any Home on the Range song. And then A Guy Like You from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I'm glad they took it out of the show when they made the stage show. And the Gargoyles were just, I'm sorry, in an otherwise really great Disney movie, the Gargoyles got too silly sometimes. And I just, it was one of the weaker songs. So that's just an honorable mention. So.
Right.
All right, you ready to wrap this?
Oh yeah, I'm ready to wrap this.
I wonder, what's your least favorite?
Shiny.
No. Shiny.
Oh yeah.
From Moana.
Dude, I hate that song.
Oh yeah, you said it was going to come up again.
Yeah.
It's your least favorite song.
I hate that song.
That's crazy.
Big Lin-Manuel Miranda song. He done messed up.
Well, I thought that I'd speak to you for my number one.
Oh, okay. Please.
It's a Randy Newman song.
Oh. I won't let you throw yourself away.
I thought we were going to have the same number one.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When I originally made the list,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking Pixar at all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It wasn't until like 10 seconds before we started the podcast that I remembered. I knew you did Pixar, then I put in Remember Me, and it's all I had time to think of, really.
Got it.
But no, that's definitely the worst of the worst.
Fair enough. That's the lowest of the low for
yeah. You know, I listen to Shiny all day long.
Yeah. So I do want to say, and you know, we didn't plan this, but it's kind of cool that for the top 5, you brought up a song that I'm like, ooh, that might have been my number one with Once Upon a Dream. And then I brought up a song on the bottom where you're like, ooh, that might have been my number one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
Cool how that worked out.
Yeah. So this went very well, I think. For the most part, I think we were rather on the same page.
Yeah.
And I'd like to do this again, but excluding any Disney classic or Pixar, and I'm talking any Disney adjacent, Enchanted, Mary Poppins, you know, anything adjacent.
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Theme parks, anything.
Theme parks.
Yeah,
Anything like that. And I think that'll be a lot of fun, too.
Yeah, I agree. And I say, if anybody who watches or listens feels like suggesting a topic in the comments, let us know, because we're open to suggestions as well. I also kind of want to rank all the movies too, like crazy podcast.
Oh yeah,
could be a multi-parter or something, but just rank all the movies.
No, I'm totally down for it. Yep. No, we're always we're very active, at least on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Very active on the YouTube channel. We do have an Instagram and TikTok page.
Yeah.
Not as active, but very active on the YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and please, if you would like us to talk about anything, sound it off in the comments.
Indeed. More shorts coming soon.
More shorts coming so soon. Believe me. And then you can look forward to our part 2 where we talk about a little bit more Disney songs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But ultimately, you know, you had a great list. I felt where you were coming from.
Yeah, I felt where you come from as well.
And you know what you know what I'll say to that?
What do you say to that?
I'll cheers to that.
Oh, nice.
I'm out.
I am not.
Cheers.